Our third weekend away was at Algonquin Provincial Park. This one was a last-minute decision. I had up to this time only had parks booked every second weekend, but when I found out I was getting off earlier than usual on the Friday, I just couldn't pass up the opportunity and found a site at Lake of Two Rivers Campground at one of my favorite parks. Well, to this point anyways. Not only were we lucky to get a site, we got a pretty nice one that looked out towards the beach and was close to the dog beach as well. Our difficulties, though, were not over. When we arrived at our site, I found out what would be our major challenge for this weekend. My electric cooler stopped working, and I was going to lose all my cold food. It was too late to get ice that night, and it would just not last until the morning. It's a good thing I packed lots of snacks, and I was able to live off those for the weekend, but it did make me second guess our setup as my tent attaches to the car, and to take it apart and leave the site is not so simple. So instead, I just went without and adapted based on what I had. We managed and made the best of our weekend with lots of hiking and playing in the water. This would become our pattern each weekend and is exactly what we needed. Movement, nature, rest. I'm not one who usually likes routine, but it was here that I learned that it wasn't so much routine I didn't like, but that which was involved in those routines. This is where I began to look at the rhythms of my life and how I can make decisions and changes to create a routine that supports my physical, mental, and emotional well-being instead of hindering it. Time flies. Life is long for some and short for others. So why do we toil for nothing? Burn out for temporary highs. I'm taking stock, reorganizing, restructuring, resetting. What matters? What brings me joy? Everything else is but trying to chase the wind. For so long I felt stuck, and it's only in the last couple years I found that I do actually have more power than I give myself credit for to make changes and grow beyond what I've always been. Algonquin is the park that I first found a fondness for hiking, and it was the perfect place to learn the need to create a system for my life that was beneficial to me.